Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Dana, and today we're going to focus all on the legs, glutes, and core. We'll start on our hands and knees. Coming with your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Spread your hands apart, soften your elbows. Take a deep breath and close the eyes. Begin to breathe. Inhale into the belly space, letting the belly puff up, and then exhaling out the mouth, letting the belly snuggle back towards the spine. Do that again, breathing in, keeping the elbows soft, and exhale out the mouth. Hug belly back to spine. One more time. Take your time with this, slowing down on your inhale and slowing down on your exhale. Good. When you're ready, connecting some movement with the breath. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, tuck the tail, begin to roll and round through your lumbar spine. Begin to round through your upper spine, your thoracic spine, your cervical spine, your head, your neck will begin to round. Big C curve of the spine. Exhale, swing the ribs back a little bit more. Soften the elbows and the shoulders. And then begin to open up your butt. Lower back, middle back, upper back, head. And as you come into a little back bend, snuggle your ribs together so that you really feel the connection of head reaching away from your pelvis. Do it one more time, just warming up that spine. Tuck the tail. Exhale, begin to move through lumbar spine, upper spine, and then finally head. Soften the elbows, round your ribs back into the ceiling a little bit more. And then uncurl from the butt, from the lower back. Hug belly to spine, middle back, upper back. When you take your back bend, lift your heart forward, lift your gaze forward, soften the elbows. Good. Exhale, come back into center. You're going to come down onto your elbows. So elbows come right where your hands were. Palms pressed down, active, energetic hands here. This time I want you to round, same exact thing, tuck the tail, round so that your head falls through your elbows. From there, really round the rib cage back. Feel the back of the ribs reaching to the sky. Feel the shoulder blades pulling apart. Good, and then reaching your butt wide, opening your middle back, your upper back, just like we did a moment ago. Now on the elbows, pull your heart forward to your thumbs, little back bend, and then come back into center. Good, let the shoulder blades reach together and reach apart for 5. Shoulder blades reach together and apart. 4, connect those ribs, warming up our shoulders so that we can really work through the glutes, work through the core and the legs. Last one, shoulders rest wide on the back, somewhere in between, not collapsed and not over pressing, somewhere in between. Heart lifts towards your thumbs. Take a big inhale. Good. On your exhale, push into your left shin. Extend your right leg back on the mat. From here, connect your core. You can even look down at your knees to make sure that they're still square. And then when you're ready, point the toes and lift that right leg straight up. Hold it there. Connect your core a little bit more. I want you to lower the leg 4 inches down. Exhale, lift up, squeeze that glute. For 10, inhale, exhale, squeeze that glute at the top. 9, imagine you're pushing away 100 pounds as you lift up so that you're really activating that glute max most primarily here. And you're squeezing at the top so that your lower back doesn't do the movement for you. If you feel like your lower back is arching, see if you can make it a little bit smaller and really squeeze that leg up. You got 4 more. Squeeze to lift. Good work. Keep breathing, lifting the heart to your thumbs. You got it, you guys. Good. Breathe. 2. On the next one, you're going to lift up and hold. Hold it there. Bend the knee. Flex the foot. You're going to squeeze even more as you pulse the heel up and down. It's pretty slow because you're really working into that glute. We're jumping right in. Flex the foot. Kick your heel to the sky. Pull that heart forward to your thumbs, connect those ribs. You got it. For 5, squeeze that booty. Go slow, squeeze the booty. Keep connecting to your breath. Exhale and inhale. Look down at those hips. Make sure you're not falling into the left hip too much. Can you bring some weight into your right elbow to square yourself off? Good work. Last one. Hold it here. Pulse for 10. Now a quicker pulse. Pulse. Kick, 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 kick. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that knee down underneath you. Take a big circle, letting the hips mobilize. Shoulders stay wide on the back. Good work, you guys. We're going to go right into the other side. So bringing your shoulders right on top of your elbows. Your knees are right underneath you once again. Little reach of the heart towards your thumbs, and then connect your ribs, connect your core. Other side, push into your right shin. Begin to extend your left leg back on the mat. Once you're there, connect your core. Slowly extend the leg and lift it up. Good. Pause. Look down at those hips. Make sure they're still square. And then you're going to lower down about 4 inches. Exhale, squeeze. Imagine you're pushing that 100-pound weight as you lift up and squeeze that glute. Keep breathing. I know this is a lot of work for the upper shoulders as well, but see if you can draw the shoulders back and down and really connect your rib cage instead, so that we're not overdoing it with the upper traps. We're really connecting into the core, our primary support system here. 4, you got it. Squeeze at the top. Good. Inhale, find that breath. Good. 2, you got it. Keep breathing. Beautiful work. Last one. Hold it there. Hold it. Reach out the leg a little higher. Bend the knee. Flex the foot as if your heel was tapping the ceiling. Lower down and squeeze. Go slow with me. Exhale. Squeeze at the top. Really push that heel to the sky. You got it. Good. 6. Beautiful. 5. Connect those ribs. Make sure it's not coming from your lower back. Really glute focused workout today. Breathe into that burn of your glute. 3, connect to your breath, connect to your ribs. 2, and 1, we're almost there. Little pulses. Squeeze, squeeze, going quicker now. You got it. Breathing. 6, 5, lift your heart, lift the gaze towards your fingertips. 3, 2, 1, bring that knee down underneath you. Find your child's pose. Toes together, knees apart. Rock a little bit side to side so that those hips feel mobile and juicy. Hello, hips. Hello, glutes. Beautiful work. When you're ready, you're going to come back up to hands and knees. Last thing on hands and knees, I promise. You're going to come down onto your left elbow. I'm going to turn so you can see me. Come down onto your left elbow and then shimmy so that your left hand taps and maybe touches your right hand. So you're on the left elbow, the right hand is still underneath you. Connect your ribs. We're going to work our right leg here. Take an inhale. On your exhale, extend that right leg back on the mat, just like we did. Hips are square. Lift the leg straight up. Hips are still square. Now, listen carefully. Hips open to the right so that your right hip stacks on top of your left. Beautiful. From here, you're ready to bend that knee and maybe reach it towards the elbow. It won't touch. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. And then shoot it up and long. Squeeze that glute. Bend the knee, widening your right butt cheek, and shoot it up and long. Squeeze the glute. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Extend. Long legs. Feeling the connection of the core so that, again, we're not overarching in the back. For 4, beautiful work, you guys. Squeeze at the top. And really seeing if your hips can stay right where they are. You might want to gaze down and look at them. Make sure that they're just square towards the right. 2, beautiful. Last one, you got it. If this feels like too much, just come back onto hands and knees proper. Hold it here. Pulse. You got it. Breathe. Maybe smile. Keep finding that activation now of the glute medius, the outer thigh, the outer glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up a little bit higher. And then come back into parallel. Square your hips off. Slowly bring that right knee underneath you. Beautiful. Other side. Same thing. You're going to come down onto now the right elbow. Bring that hand to touch maybe towards that left hand. Hips are square, shoulders are broad. Connect your ribs. When you're ready, you're going to inhale. On your exhale, extend the left leg long and hold. I'm going to scoop forward. You keep going. Now when you're ready, lift that left leg up. And when you're ready, externally rotate. So now you're opening the hips so that they stack. Soften the shoulders, connect to your rib cage. Reach the left leg a little higher, beautiful. And then you're going to bend that knee towards the elbow and then shoot it up and squeeze. Now this doesn't have to be the biggest pull of the knee. It's more important that the torso is staying stable and that you're really working into that wide open left sitting bone, squeezing at the top, really actively using the glute medius here. 5. You can look down at those hips. I find that it's useful just to see what's going on. Sometimes it's hard to feel in space, especially in this position. Beautiful. 3. Squeeze at the top. You guys got it. 2. Last one. Hold it there. You're going to pulse that leg. Nice and easy. Pulse. Hug belly to spine. Finding that activation of glute med, long leg, extending from core, radiating from the head to the toes. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Square off the hips. Bring the knee down underneath you. Find your child's pose. Once again, toes together, knees apart. Reach your arms forward so that you get a big stretch from the back of your pelvis to your fingertips. Breathing here. Good. Take your time with this, rocking side to side so that you really feel even opening through the right and the left side body. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Good work. When you're ready, you're going to come onto your right side body, stacking yourself up. You're going to bring that right hand underneath your head, and then your knees will be bent 90 degrees, coming out of the hips. Shins are parallel to the front of the mat. Connect your core. Really feel as if you could lift your right ribs off the mat. Even if you don't, you probably won't. Take an inhale here. Left hand goes to your left hip. Wrap your left hip a little forward so you can make sure that hip isn't going to wiggle waggle as we go. Take an inhale to prepare. Beautiful. Exhale. When you're ready, flex the left foot, lift it up. Good. When you're ready, you're going to kick that left leg long and hold. Connect your core. Good. Straight up, straight down. Flex the foot, reach out the inner heel. If this feels yucky on your neck, you're going to come all the way down to your arm. So just find the placement that really helps you support your body here in ease so that we can focus on that glute med. 3, good, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Really reach out the heel even more. Bend the knee as if you're sitting back in a chair. Exhale, shoot it out and squeeze. Hug belly to spine. Shoot it out and squeeze. And if your head is on your arm, like I am now, you're going to really lift those right ribs off of the mat. You can come into this position and see if it feels good for you. Maybe the other position feels better. Keep finding what works. 2, beautiful work. Last one, hold it here. Point the toes. You're going to make circles the size of a watermelon. Point the toes, reach out the legs, core connects. Good. Really lift up into that imaginary weight. So as you lift the leg up, it's like you're pushing 50 pounds away. 2, beautiful. Last one, point the toes, reverse. Connect to your core, push up and away with that left leg. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. Flex that foot. Kick the foot a little bit forward. Point the toe, drag it back for 10. Now, as you kick the leg forward, the pelvis stays stable. The ribs stay connected. It's a stretch from your hamstring, and then it's a stretch from the front of the hip. Good. Keep breathing. You got it. 2. Good. Last one, reach the leg back and hold. Hold it as if you're going to poke a hole in the wall behind you. Connect your core. Get that big stretch. For 4, keep reaching out the legs. 2, and exhale. 1. Beautiful. Bend that knee. Take your hand to the ankle. Get a stretch for that quad. Tuck the tail under here. Let that left shoulder roll back and really breathe into the opening of the left hip. Let it feel good. You can close the eyes. Find what feels good for you today. One more breath. And then bend the knee and switch to the other side. So come on up and take your time getting here. You're stacking your hips up. You're stacking your shoulders up. Either you come onto your hand like we did on the other side to start, or you can start right away on your long arm. You decide. Take a breath, connect your core. Take your right hand to your hip. Flex your right foot. Take an inhale, exhale, lift that right leg up. Beautiful. Connect to your core. You're going to reach that right leg long and hold. I'm going to come down, and you can too. Flex that foot, lift straight up, straight down. Really engaging through the core, lifting up through the left ribs, and finding that lift and lower so that you engage through the glute medius, reaching out your inner right thigh. Beautiful. 5. Keep breathing. Finding the length of your leg. Good. Soften those shoulders, easy face, long and open neck. 2. And 1. You're going to keep that leg lifted. Hug core. Flex the foot even more. Bend that knee as if you're sitting back in a chair. Exhale, extend, shoot it out and away. Yes, good. And as the leg comes in, you resist the urge to tuck the tail. And as the leg shoots away, you reach out that heel so you get that long extension of the heel extending away from sitting bone. Beautiful. 4. Squeeze the booty at the end. Good. 2. You got it. Last one. Hold it there. Point the toes. Really reach out the leg. Circles the size of a watermelon. Beautiful. Really reach out the leg. And imagine you're pushing that weight away as you lift the leg up. So you feel that resistance, internal and external resistance. Breathe. You can slow it down if you feel like that even gives you a deeper workout. 2, 1, reverse. Reach even longer out the leg. You got it. Keep breathing, moving with me. Big inhales and big exhales for 4. Connect to the core a little bit more. Good. 2, 1. Flex that foot. Kick a little bit forward. Point the toe. Drag it back. Get that stretch for the hamstring as you kick forward. Point the toe. Open up the hip as you drag back. Now notice that your pelvis and your torso don't move with the leg. The leg is really doing its own thing here. And that's how we really work the core while we're doing this leg work. So we're finding that stability in the trunk and mobility in that leg. For 2, you got it. Squeeze at the back. Kick forward. Last one. You're going to hold that squeeze. Engage the back end of your glute. You can even touch with your hand. Make sure the lower part of your butt is engaged. And then connect the core. Feel the length of your leg. Reach it even longer away. Good. For 3. For 2. And 1. Bend that right knee. Take your hand to the ankle and get a stretch. Your hand can be underneath the head or long arm. Support yourself. Tuck the toes. Feel the core connect. Breathe here. For 3. Wrap that right shoulder back. Good. 2. Big inhale, big exhale. 1. Slowly release. Coming up to sit when you're ready. Bringing your legs wide to a nice stretch. Flex the feet. Sit up tall. If you need to sit up onto a brick or something, you can totally grab that. Sitting up tall, hands go behind or by your sides. Lift the heart. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to walk your hands forward, coming into a stretch. It doesn't have to be the biggest stretch you've ever done. Just find that lengthening through the heels, lifting of the heart. As much as you can, elongate your spine so that you're not collapsing in your lower back or upper back. So you're going to be really tall through the spine. See if you can lift your heart a little bit more forward so that you can find that stretch. For 2. Big inhales, big exhales. 1. You can release the head. Take a nice round and roll to sit all the way back up to sit. Cross the legs. 1 at a time, closing the eyes, shutting it down. 1 hand on top of your chest, 1 hand on top of your belly, feeling that activation of your core, your legs, your glutes, helping you just sit up a little taller, a little more supported here. Take 1 more deep inhale and 1 more deep exhale. Good work today, you guys. Opening the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.